Well, that's more a matter of perspective. To me, it's good news.
Why is that?
Well, because if the pingers were in fact accurate, that would mean that the plane is under the water, and we wouldn't have any hope left that the passengers are actually still alive. So, actually, my rally cry for independent investigation into this search is because I have not believed the Inmarsat data or the underwater pings from the beginning. There are too many inconsistencies, and scientifically, the data points just don't line up based on the experts that I've talked to.
And so that's completely understandable. Like, you lost your boyfriend, Philip, in the tragedy. What do you think might have happened to the plane?
That I don't know. The reality is there's absolutely no proof that the plane is in the water. I mean, one of the unique things of a water crash is that there will be debris that floats over time, especially. It turns up sometimes for years after the fact on beaches and in fishing nets. But in this particular situation, we haven't seen even the tiniest shred of evidence from that airplane.
So, Sarah, what would you like to happen now?
Since more than 2 months ago, I have been calling for an independent investigation. The disappearance on this flight is not just a Malaysian issue. It's not just an issue for 239 families. It's a global problem. There are 3.1 billion people every year that fly on airplanes, and it is not acceptable for us to allow Malaysia to continue to screw this investigation up and leave the world with that giant question mark.
And do you think the search should be widened so they're not just looking at the seabed in the southern Indian Ocean, but maybe they're looking at land in countries nearby? Is that what you'd like to happen?
What I'd like to happen is a blank piece of paper and a professional investigation team with access to absolutely all of the information that's available, and let a professional investigation team go through and find the clues and figure out where the plane is. I believe we can find it.
And I suppose, Sarah, without knowing what happened to Philip, it must be almost impossible to mourn his passing.
Well, that's part of the urgency, is that, if indeed he is dead, which I don't believe is true, then I at least want to find out about that as soon as possible so I can grieve properly and go on with my life.